Hi there, Jeremy, founder and director of the Reiki Center here. In this video, what I'd like to do is talk to you about a question that often bobs up with Reiki students. And the question is, can you lose your Reiki powers? Usually people ask this question having maybe not practiced for some time. So there would have been a time when they were really into their Reiki, they practiced every day, they felt lots of energy flow. And then maybe life got busy, just bit by bit, they started to practice less and less and less. Before they knew it, they'd stopped practicing altogether. And now, sometime later, they decide they want to get back in, they want to reconnect with that beautiful energy they felt when they were practicing Reiki. But then, much to their dismay, they find that the energy just doesn't seem to flow like it did before. And they can then worry that maybe they've lost their Reiki power. And then they start to wonder whether they need to be reattuned. Do they need to go and do another course to get their Reiki touch back? And if they ask me this question, then I'm always happy to kind of calm them and say, you know what? You never can truly lose your Reiki touch. Maybe you can be kind of Reiki unfit. Just like imagine you were a former marathon runner and you might have been super fit and you could, you run the marathon in, just over 2 hours. But then if you haven't run imagine you stopped running, you retired, you didn't run for a few years, and then you went up for a run, well, you would have lost a lot of your former fitness. And, it might be quite tiring just to run 10 kilometers, let alone an entire marathon. And the same is true with Reiki. Once attuned, you can always reconnect to the energy, but your energetic sensitivity can be diminished. Maybe even some of the energy channels, the meridians, can be a little bit more blocked than they used to be. Maybe your chakras aren't as connected as they once were. But even so, never fear. All you need to do is get back into practice. And usually what I'd find is that if you practice daily, maybe for ideally about 30 minutes for a week, then you'll find that your Reiki is flowing beautifully, just like normal. Now, when you're practicing, there are a few tips I'd like to give you. Firstly, I want you to stay very much process oriented. Now, what do I mean by that? I mean, don't worry about getting results during that week. Don't be thinking, oh no, I can't feel anything and it's not working. And if you start worrying about where you are, then you'll potentially get frustrated at first because you can remember how good you used to be. And in this particular moment in time, you're not there. And so it's frustrating. And then you can worry that you won't get back that touch. So what you need to do is just focus on the process, focus on your practice. Now, maybe you can speak to your teacher and ask them and say, can you suggest some things for me to practice? If not, you might just give yourself a full body Reiki daily. Just go through all the different body positions you learn in level 1. And then bit by bit, don't worry about whether the Reiki is good. Don't worry, if it's powerful. Don't worry if you're sensitive. Don't worry about anything. Just do it. Do the Reiki bit by bit, day by day. And if you can do that, it's going to help you stay relaxed because you're not focusing on that result and the gap between where you want to be and where you are. And if you can relax, that's going to get you into the perfect state to channel Reiki. Remember, when you're channeling Reiki, your job is just to get out of the way and let Reiki flow through you. You're just a channel. So the more relaxed you can be, the better. Okay, so it really is very simple then. If you've lost your Reiki touch, no fear. You don't need to get reattuned. You don't need to do anything dramatic. Just practice daily, and that's every day. That continuity helps a lot. If you skip days, then it will take you much longer to reconnect. So practice daily, ideally do about 30 minutes a day. And what you'll almost certainly find is within a week, your Reiki is flowing beautifully. It should be flowing almost as good as ever after just that short time. But relax, don't focus on the result in that week. And before you know it, the result will come to you. So look, hope this video helped. If you liked it, then do remember to subscribe down below. And I look forward to seeing you on another video.